Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to cut through the noise and give you clear insights, basically a shortcut to getting up to speed. Today, we're digging into Uphold. It's this financial platform that's getting a lot of buzz for doing things a bit differently. We've looked at a YouTube review from Bytes Media. It's called Uphold Review 2025 Pros and Cons Detailed Overview. Pretty comprehensive. And our job today is simple. Pull out the key takeaways from that review so you can really get what Uphold is all about.
Exactly. And we're aiming to give you the full picture here. Based on that review, Uphold really positions itself as, well, super versatile. It seems built for a whole range of financial activities, trying to appeal to beginners, but also to more experienced investors managing different types of assets. So we'll explore what makes it stand out, what its real strengths are in, let's face it, a pretty crowded market, and crucially, where the catches might be, the limitations.
Right. So let's start right there. What exactly is Uphold? Fundamentally, the review frames it as this kind of unified hub, right?
That's the core idea, yeah. Versatility and consolidation. It's designed for people who want to handle lots of different asset types. We're talking crypto, precious metals like gold and silver, and, regular fiat currencies, dollars, euros, that sort of thing, all in one place.
All in one interface. Okay, so no hopping between different apps or websites, ideally.
Exactly. That one-stop shop feel is a big part of its appeal, especially if you value efficiency. It's meant to simplify things.
And simplify across a lot of assets. The Bytes Media review mentioned over 250 different assets. That seems like a pretty big number.
It really is. And it gives users quite a bit of strategic freedom. It's not just, the top 5 cryptos.
Right.
Sure, you've got your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, but it also includes commodities like actual gold and silver, physical stuff represented digitally.
Interesting. So that allows for quite a bit of diversification within the platform itself.
Absolutely. You can spread your risk, explore different strategies, maybe some speculative crypto, maybe some more stable commodities, all without leaving Uphold. That breadth is a key feature if you don't want multiple accounts.
Okay, now here's something the review really highlighted, and it sounds, well, pretty innovative. The direct trading thing.
Ah, yes.
Trading straight from, say, Bitcoin to gold without needing cash in the middle. That feels like a big deal. Can you unpack that a bit? Why is that significant?
It is a big deal, a potential game changer, really. Think about how it usually works on other platforms.
Okay.
If you want to shift from crypto to gold, you typically sell the crypto for dollars or euros, whatever. Then use those dollars to buy the gold.
Right. 2 steps. 2 potential fees.
Exactly. 2 transactions, maybe fees each time, and there's often a delay. Uphold lets you skip that whole intermediate step, Bitcoin straight to gold, or, Ethereum to silver, whatever combination they support.
And the benefit is just speed. Or is there more to it?
It's more than just speed, though that's part of it. It reduces friction. Think about rebalancing your portfolio quickly. Market's moving, you want to get out of a volatile crypto and into gold fast. Direct trading makes that instant seamless.
So better for reacting to the market?
Potentially, yes. Better timing. It just makes managing a diverse portfolio feel more fluid, more intuitive. That's a real advantage, especially if you're actively managing your investments.
That does sound powerful for flexibility. But inevitably, we need to talk costs. Always the important part.
Always.
The Bytes Media review mentioned Uphold has a transparent fee structure.
Yeah.
And specifically, no commissions. But what does that actually mean for the cost?
Right. This needs a bit of clarification. It's true, Uphold promotes no commissions, but that doesn't mean trading is free. The cost is built into the spread.
The spread. Okay, the difference between the buying and selling price.
Precisely. And the key thing the review points out is that these spreads are variable. They change depending on the asset.
Ah, so not one flat rate.
No. For example, the review said for major fiat currency exchanges, the spread could be quite low, like 0.25%, pretty competitive. But, and this is a big but, for less common altcoins or assets that aren't traded as much, those spreads can jump significantly. The review mentioned up to 2.95%.
Wow, okay. So nearly 3% on some trades. That's quite a range from 0.25%.
It is, and that variability is where the transparent part needs careful attention. While they state the spread, you need to know it can be high for certain assets.
So how does that impact someone using the platform? If I'm mostly trading Bitcoin, maybe it's okay, but if I like obscure altcoins.
Exactly. If you're a casual investor buying major assets, the cost might be pretty reasonable. But if you're an active trader, frequently moving in and out of those niche, less liquid coins, that 2.95% spread hit repeatedly could really eat into your profits. It makes Uphold's cost effectiveness very dependent on what you trade and how often.
That's a really crucial point for anyone watching their costs closely. Okay, shifting gears slightly, the review also mentioned something about passive income, a U.S. dollars interest account.
Yes, that's another feature they offer. It adds a different kind of utility beyond just the active trading.
How does it work?
Basically, they offer interest up to 4.9% according to the review on U.S. dollar balances you hold on the platform. But there's a condition.
Which is?
Your balance needs to be over $1,000 to qualify for that rate.
Okay, 4.9% on balances over $1,000. Who's that aimed at?
It seems appealing for people holding decent amounts of cash on the platform. Maybe they're waiting for the right moment to buy, or they just use Uphold as a central place for funds alongside their other assets. It's a way to earn something on idle cash, which could potentially help offset some of those trading spreads or other fees we discussed. It shows they're trying to be more than just a trading platform.
Right, trying to offer more of a full financial service.
Yeah.
But no platform is perfect, and the review you said was quite balanced. It mentioned drawbacks, the cons. What were the main ones?
Yeah, a balanced view is key. The review highlighted a few significant costs and limitations. First up, deposit fees.
Okay.
If you fund your Uphold account using a credit or debit card, the fee mentioned was 3.99%. That's quite high just to get money in.
3.99%. Wow. Yeah, that could add up quickly, especially on larger deposits.
Definitely. And then on the other end, withdrawals. If you want your money out instantly, there's a fee for that too, 1.75%.
Okay, so fees on the way in with cards and fees for quick access on the way out.
Correct. These are separate from the trading spreads. They're specific transaction fees.
Any other limitations mentioned?
Yes. Region-specific features. Some things aren't available everywhere. The Uphold debit card was the example given.
So you might see it advertised, but depending on where you live, you might not actually be able to get it.
Precisely. That can be frustrating if you're expecting the full suite of services based on their marketing.
So these fees, the 3.99% for card deposits, 1.75% for instant withdrawals, they seem quite chunky. How much do they clash with that seamless all-in-one feeling Uphold seems to be going for, especially for certain types of users?
I think they could clash quite significantly for some people. I mean, imagine you need to deposit quickly via card to catch a market dip, then later need that money out fast.
Yeah.
You're hit with almost 4% going in and nearly 2% coming out. That's close to 6% just for moving your money before you even factor in any trading costs.
Ouch. That really changes the calculation.
It does. For someone who relies on card deposits or needs frequent instant access to their funds, those costs could really mount up and make the experience feel, well, less seamless and definitely more expensive than the no-commission trading might suggest.
It really underscores needing to know your own habits, doesn't it?
Absolutely. You have to match how you operate with their specific fee structure.
Okay, we've covered a lot. The direct trading, the variable spreads, the interest account, the deposit and withdrawal fees. Based on this Bytes Media review, what's the bottom line for our listener? What's the distilled takeaway on Uphold?
Well, the review paints Uphold as a strong contender if your main priorities are flexibility and having a huge range of assets, crypto, metals, fiat, all in one place. That direct asset-to-asset trading is a genuinely unique selling point. So if you value that seamless conversion between diverse assets, Uphold offers something pretty powerful.
But the flip side?
The flip side is the cost structure. If you're very sensitive to fees, especially if you trade less common assets with higher spreads, or if you plan to use cards for deposits or need instant withdrawals often, it might not be the cheapest option. So its suitability really hinges on your personal trading style, what assets you focus on, and whether that unique flexibility outweighs the potential costs associated with spreads in specific transactions.
That makes sense. It's not a simple yes or no. It depends heavily on the individual user. That's a really clear summary. Thank you.
Okay.
This deep dive definitely helps clarify what Uphold offers, warts and all.
Glad to help. And, as you're weighing all this up, here's maybe a final thought to consider, something that builds on what the review touched upon.
Go on.
When you're looking at Uphold, or really any platform with these kinds of variable costs, don't just think about what you want to trade. Really dig into how often you expect to move money around. And maybe even more importantly, think about which specific ways you'll likely deposit and withdraw funds. Are you a bank transfer person? Or a frequent card user? Do you need instant access? Or are standard withdrawals okay?
Because those operational details matter more than we might think.
Immensely. Those details, frequency, payment methods, often get overlooked when we're excited about the assets or the trading features, but they can drastically change your total cost experience on a platform like Uphold, way beyond just the headline trading fees. It's about understanding the practical cost implications for your specific way of doing things.